Yes, so my name is Darryl Macer, and 6 years ago I started a group called the Youth Peace Ambassadors International. What we do is we try to bring young people who have an interest in changing the world and who have an interest in making peace among peoples. The idea was that the young people could develop their skills for raising funds, for developing a group. Some of them create their own NGOs, some of them already have started that work. But how can we nurture these skills and also educate people to think about what is peace? How can we measure peace? How can we rebuild communities after violence, after cases of distrust of different people in the community? So we've had more than 650 young people join the workshops, the previous 11, and they have created action plans, they've implemented the action plans, and conversely they've been able to learn many things about how they can work as empowered individuals to change the world. Well, the next Youth Peace Ambassador Training Workshop, the YPA 12, will be held in Arizona from the 23rd to the 27th of July 2016. And so in this workshop we will have young people and some young professionals who've been working in different countries around the world come together. They'll hear from some previous Youth Peace Ambassadors who have been working. Then also we'll hear from some of the Youth Peace Ambassadors who have developed their action plans before. We'll also look at the professionals, some experts, professors in peace studies, looking at how can we measure peace. For example, what is a global peace index? What indicators do we use to measure both positive and negative peace? So that one is open still for more people to join, and we really hope that we can have more people. It's a great opportunity, especially now in the world we have great sources of conflict and violence, including social class divisions and racial class divides. And we've seen some tragedies in every country when we find that people don't act in the name of peace. Well, I think the reason it works is that many young people have the energy and enthusiasm, but they may not have skills or experience. And how do we develop the funding? How can we learn from experience of how to evaluate what we're doing? So bringing people together from different fields has not just a networking issue, but also the question of trying to have people with a lot of experience being able to work together with those who haven't got much experience yet. And everyone is treated equally, which is essential for world peace as well. But we have this spirit of learning from each other. And no matter what stage in people's life they are, they can still have an opportunity to learn. We have no upper limit for the age of youth. In fact, in some countries in Asia and the Pacific, youth is a person in their 30s or 40s. But we try to, through respect for people with different skills, will bring people together. And this way, we can really see the experiences. For example, people who are living in Nepal, or people living in Spain, or people living in Turkey, or Bangladesh, or Nicaragua. Each of these will have different experiences to share. But often we can find that they can really learn from each other and maybe develop some common strategies. And in addition, if people are not so experienced in raising funds, keeping their activity going is quite difficult. So through developing an action plan and fundraising plan, they'll be able to have a more sustainable impact, and this will lead to more positive outcomes. Well, American University of Sovereign Nations is trying to bring countries together and peoples together from every corner. And in a post-colonial sense, how can we build new methods of interaction? It's been quite relevant that a number of countries in the world have been colonized, and the way that the world was divided up into nation states has not always led to really what we could say a harmonious relationship. We have somewhat artificial boundaries based on colonial boundaries. Yet nation states, of course, don't want to split up. So how do we integrate all these different ethnicities and peoples under one nation and under one people in the world? And how can we value this different diversity that we have? Because people can share something from many different experiences, their cultures and religions, inside what are called nation states or nations today. So we hope that this will lead to a more sustainable world. Sustainability should include also the social and cultural aspects. Otherwise, it's rather artificial. People are not individuals isolated from each other. Society is a social construction of many individual views, and we have to have people really believing in themselves. So if people believe in themselves, then we really hope they can come to the Youth Peace Ambassador program. After the YPA 12 in Arizona, the YPA 13 will be held in Bataan in the Philippines at the first week of November. So this is also another opportunity for people. Yes, so in terms of the Youth Peace Ambassadors, there are two ways that the credit can be gathered. One is that the Youth Peace Ambassadors International has a program called Youth Peace Ambassadors. So anyone of any age without any prior qualification, if they develop an action plan and implement that action plan, can therefore become a Youth Peace Ambassador. So that is one way. In the construction of American University of Sovereign Nations, we felt that some people really want to work more professionally in the area and also can benefit from a postgraduate certificate program. So we have a postgraduate certificate in community and peace. And that is a formal degree. They have 10 credit hours. We also have some graduate students in the master's or doctoral program who use the Youth Peace Ambassador program to complete a course called Global Public Health and Peace, and also on principles of disaster ethics and principles of working in peace. So there are some courses they can get for credit towards their graduate degrees. But these are the two ways at the present that people can get formal credit for their program. And anyone can apply to join. They should submit a letter of intent if they have some idea. They can write about it. So please contact us to join. I mean, we accept people who have no experience in working in community service and peace, and people who are really overqualified in that area to join together, because everyone can learn from each other. Yes, so the website is of the university is www.ausn.info. And we're also on Facebook and Twitter, and email. Yeah, we really welcome people. And the Youth Peace Ambassadors Facebook, it's called UNESCO Youth Peace Ambassadors because I started it while I was at UNESCO, and we continue to be associated to the United Nations Academic Impact Program and to some other clubs, including Youth UNESCO Club in Nepal, which is an active partner. And so together we can develop these ways to give people more credit besides simply learning and enjoying this activity. Thank you.